Generic greetings! In 2014, a relatively unknown and, in my opinion, highly underrated game called Space Run came out. It was essentially a tower defense construction hybrid where you made a ship in order to ferry things from A to B. Those things could be nuclear vessels, boxes full of pork pies, alien artifacts, whatever. And along the way, everything is trying to kill you. It was also inspired by one of my all-time favourite board games, Galaxy Trucker, which meant it was a win-win. I spent a lot of time on that game. I've completed it at least 3 times from start to finish with maximum delivery lightspeed rating on all of the missions. I've featured it as a series on the channel, done separate videos. Needless to say, if there was one game that I wanted a sequel right now, this instant, it was that game. It's taken 2 years, but we are finally here. This is Space Run Galaxy, the sequel to Space Run, and it pretty much takes what the first one did and then adds more, which is fine with me. Now, this is not yet out, or I assuming by the time you're watching this is not yet out. The game's out on the 17th of June. Links in the description so you can check it out yourself. I have the privilege of checking it out early, so I've got a beverage here with me. Today's spacefaring beverage is a nice cup of tea. I'm going to show you a little bit of the game. It's not a preview, and it's not yet finished because, well, as you can see on the bottom there, early version, blah, 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 blah. It isn't finished, so I'm not going to, delve deep into it and do a full preview. This is just me playing a bit of it and showing you what it's like. So, as I said, if you're not aware of what Space Run is, it's essentially a tower defense game, and you have certain missions. So, for example, let's go to missions here.
Your skills are needed.
Thank you. Xenoprime, one of the new companies, wants me to transport 3 units of this thing here, incubation tank, to Anthrax, which is a place I don't really want to take the kids on the weekend. But if you go to the star map, you can see that this is like one of the main changes. Originally, in Space Run, you just had a boatload of missions and you just went from A to B. You didn't really know where you were going. But now, you actually travel along all of these space lanes, and this is like one of the systems, I believe. If we go to logbook on the left here, we can go to, hang on, where is it? No, my account here. We'll go for there. Yeah, you can see the various system. That's where we're in at the moment, and there's another 3 that are locked because obviously they're not yet in the game. This is a preview. And we've got like different ratings and stuff like that, and different missions, and you level your account up, and you get different things. And again, another big thing about this is that you get player contracts and player sales and stuff. So it's sort of like not MMOE, but it has got a lot of player content in this. I don't know if there's going to be full player runs as well, and if there is, I'm pretty much not playing any other game ever. Anyway, let's just go back here so we don't have to visit this thing. Let's go for a mission. I'm going to accept the mission, and then I will play now and immediately run it. So it's saying we need to go from there to there. You can see the line, and that is the path we're going to take. So let's click on that, and then we'll say run. If you've already been there, you can fast travel, but obviously we can't because we're trying to take cargo. Fast travel is just if you want to go there. Now, the reason you want might just want to rush there quickly is because you can build different things in different areas. So increase your ship size and layout and do different things. But anyway, let's do a standard run. Here we go. So this is my current ship layout, and these are the parts we need to take. So we need incubation tanks. We're going to put one there, one there, and one there. You see it's popping up there saying no player contract. So you don't just do one contract anymore. You might have a ship that's really big, and you might be doing 2 or 3 on the go, and that really depends on as well the size of your ship and how good you are and things like that. So let's just start this off. I want to try and go for light speed delivery because I've never got a light speed delivery on this run before. So let's just start this, and then we will take off, and here we go. So out into the, like a jump gate type thing. I wonder if it's like a Mass Effect, like, as you get fired off. Or more like an Eve one, that isn't it, because it's a big circle. So, we've got some enemies coming towards us, 6 little flies. What I'm going to do is going to go into utilities and then build myself a plasma cannon and put 1 there and then 1 there. Now, each part you place costs a number of hex nuts, which is in the center. Now, we also have a overall run time, which you can see is counting up, which we have the objectives down the bottom. So, 3 pieces of cargo currently intact, non-destroyed, shows our thrust as well. This is the overall speed, so we're currently not even going to make it with these engines. We need more engines. The first one is your standard delivery. Next one, oh, good grief, they're around here. I'm going to have to spin this cannon round because I'm getting shot from all sides here. I think I'm actually going to lose this one. Yep, I've lost a bit of cargo. Damn it, I'm not going to get decent rating. Yeah, I've already lost a piece already. This is difficult. These like are randomly generated as far as I can tell, these missions as well, so it's not as set as the previous ones. So I've already lost 1 piece of cargo. If I lose 1 more, then I won't be able to make it because I need to deliver at least 50% of the cargo. So if I lose 1 more, I'm lost. So anyway, let's just spin this gun. Actually, we won't spin that gun. We're going to put a laser cannon on the side like so. And then what I want to do is put a shield generator there, and then shield these up. Now all these cost hex nuts, so I'm actually running out of the things. I'm going to spin this gun round so we start shooting at this one at the top there. So I've got 9 things coming from the front, and then I've got 3 sort of bombery type things coming from this side as well. So it's going to be quite difficult to take them all out because they're going to come hopefully I can take this one out of the side and then spin that forward gun round. I also need some more engines. There they are. They're shooting away and they're shooting my gun. So there's one of them gone, and I'm going to have to spin that gun round and that gun round there as well. So we're shooting from the front. There we go. So they're damaging these things. Now previously you used to be able to repair the parts by just clicking on them and clicking repair. You can't do that now. You now have a repair module. Anyway, I do need a space thruster, and I'll shove that on there. And that does a couple of things. Firstly, it boosts my speed, which makes allows me to get better delivery time. So currently I'm going to make the standard delivery. I'm not going to make the express or the light speed. But also it gives us more of this, which is like focus. Yeah, it is actually called focus. And the focus allows you to activate abilities like plasma stream or manual shot, things like that. I believe they just used to have be on a cooldown in the previous game, but now there's like an energy system, which is all cool. I'm going to put a shield generator at the front there to protect these plasma guns. So I've got 14 little things coming from the front, and then some sort of trader, a neutral trader, that's why it's in yellow. If it's in red, it's bad. There we go, I'm shooting away there, and then there's this one down the bottom. Oh my good grief, I'm going to have to rotate that round. You take a hexagons, you have to sort of mouse over, which I'm not a big fan of, but it gives you something to do. In the previous game, there was a patch where you could actually upgrade your center part, and it would speed things up. It would like automatically drag stuff towards it. Anyway, they're coming towards me. There they are, and we're firing away. So this is like a neutral one, but I can still shoot it to get hex notes. I'm going to go for space thrusters. I'm going to put myself 2 thrusters on there. Now, if I can make the delivery in decent time, I get more money. So here we go. There's some thrust. We're going to make this delivery, and we're not going to make that one there. I need another 20 thrust in order to get that, and sadly, I don't have any more space thrusters, so I can't. Oh no, sorry, it's making it now. It says I'm going to get light speed delivery. This is good. So unless my engines conk out, I'll be okay. Looks like there's an enemy coming straight towards me here, and this is going to be quite difficult because it's got a missile launcher. So as soon as it comes within range, I'm going to activate plasma beams on both systems, and then we'll start cutting away. Sadly, it's targeting his engines and not the right part. So it's slamming into here. This is not good. Now that shield is now about to drop. There we go. The shield has dropped. I'm just going to collect these parts and then probably put a repair unit on there. There we are. That's getting hit, and are we going to take this out?
Do we need repairs?
We have taken it out, so there we go. We're not going to get shot anymore. This is most good. Let's just... we've got enemies there, enemies there, enemies there. Enemies all over the place. Let's build a laser cannon, and we're going to put one there, and then we'll put another one on this side. Now, you might be able to see there's like a number of times, like how many we've got. So previously, whatever you could buy, you could place. But now, because you have like a sort of separate account, like a business, in fact, you have like a warehouse of parts you have to buy the parts. You don't lose these, by the way. So if I've got a couple of laser cannons destroyed, it doesn't actually matter. It doesn't matter that they're destroyed. It just means that if you got, like, say, I've got 10 of these total things, these total guns in stock, and if I use all 10 on the run, I can't use any more during that run. So let me just collect all these parts. There we go. There's a lot of hex nuts. So I'm going to make the decent delivery, but oh, look at the amount of stuff at the front here. Go for missile launcher. I'm going to place a missile launcher probably there and then there, because I'm going to get attacked by 2 things. I can't turn these round. Originally, the guns in the first space run used to be able to rotate around, but that's why they've got these things now, which you can rotate, which is useful. So they've got 4 guns shooting at me. I've got missile launchers. I'm going to activate zone strike and fire over there, and hopefully take this one out with some missiles. Big missiles. Yeah, there we go. Right, that's okay. I've almost taken that out. And oh my good grief, everything's dying. I'm going to put a remote shield on there, and there you go. So it's about activating abilities and getting the placement correct. So it looks like I'll be able to destroy them, no problem. I won't. Yep, that guy's exploded. This is good because I'm getting there. I'll put a repair unit, and the repair unit slowly heals everything around it, but you can also use restoration as ability, which heals the 2 lowest sort of things around you. This is the planet coming into view now, and that means we have just about finished the run. Fantastic. And so we've got light speed delivery, which is what I wanted, but I lost that part right at the start. So there we go, through the jump gate type thing, and then, yeah, very, very nice. The game does look it's quite colourful. I wouldn't say it's like overly amazing in how it looks. It is what it is. It's very readable though, which is the important thing. So I've lost some cargo, which is bad, but I can unload these parts, and there we go.
For a non-scientist.
Thanks very much. So I've delivered these 2 things. Sadly, I didn't get all of them, but I did complete the mission, I believe. Required 50%, yes, and I've got some extra rewards, so I'll collect all them and then say thank you. There's that mission completed. Now, them things I've got, what are they? Well, I've got utility materials, defensive materials, and offensive materials. Now, these materials, you can go to the mechanic, and then you can buy the things that I said earlier. So, for example, I can go to utilities and go for, say, engine. And now I have an extra engine sitting in my hangar, so I can use that later on. Excellent.
The
What else do I
more,
want?
the better.
Basic modules? Yeah, let's buy some basic modules. What these do, these are cool. I can actually close that and go to spaceport, and then I can edit my ship. So you buy different classes of ships. This is the Ranger, but then you can also like add different parts on. So this is the Ranger, and you can see I can add onto these bits here. So I can add a bit there and add a bit there. So you can make your ship bigger. Very, very nice. Let's apply the changes, and we'll close that down. What's in here? There's a merchant which you can buy different parts and stuff like that with just money. There's also player sales as well. So as I said earlier, there's like player sales, player contracts, things like that. Let's close that down. Right, so my missions, I believe I've already got one. Yes, it's for this guy. This is Nuclear Star, and he wants me to take 4 these fuel tanks to the SETI station. Now, if we look on the main map, we've got a bit of a problem because SETI station is actually there, which means I can't do one jump. I have to do at least 2 runs. So down to station K2001 and then up to there. K2001, Kubrick 2001. Probably. Right, let's go to visit here, and we will do the mission. We will play this run, and here we go. So we need to go over there, but we actually need to transport there, and then we'll run there. So we're going to put our cargo around like that. There's our fuel tanks. Now, I'm guessing these are quite bad. When taking damage, adjacent constructions suffer 15 damage per second for 5 seconds. So you get leaks if they get shot, so I really need to get shields on this one. I can also carry these offensive modules and the other modules that I was on about earlier. And the reason you do that is because not all places have the same facilities. So you might come to a place that can only make weapons, which is good if you want weapons, but if you don't and you've got loads of weapon modules on there because of a reward, then you need to ferry it to another place, which, you know, is why you would move it along. I can see that getting a bit tiresome, but that's why you can actually put player runs up and then do it for other people and get money. So, or they can do it for you and then you give them a bit of money or whatever, so that's fine. Anyway, let's just start the run and we'll take off and go. The amount of ships, the size of ships you can get are quite large as far as I can tell. I'm not overly fussed on the amount of parts I've got at the moment. I really hope you do get a lot more bits and bobs, so more guns, more systems, things like that, because at the moment there's not a lot. So anyway, we've got 2 neutral enemies coming this way. I don't really care about that. What I do care about is going to shield and putting a shield either side like that, just so I've got a shield around this thing, alright? Because I really don't want these to blow up, and the shields are excellent. It does use some of the same sound effects, assets, and everything from the previous game, which some people might be pissed off with. I don't really care. It's just more content. I don't really care about them reusing stuff at all, as long as it is good. Right. So currently on an 80-odd hexanuts, you get 1 per tick. What I'm going to do is place myself a plasma cannon on the edge like so, and then I can rotate it around. There we go. The plasma cannon doesn't hit as hard as the other one. Damn it. Looks like we've got a ship coming in this way, and I've never met it, I don't think. So we're shooting away there. I'm actually going to activate my plasma stream and do a bit of streaming. Oh, look at that. These fuel tanks, it's damaging everything around it. Come on, destroy it. Yes, we get a hex note. Right. Plasma cannon, here.
Construction start.
And
now we can shoot.
Rotate that round. I don't think I'm going to do overly well on this. What the hell is that? A purple thing coming towards me. That is new. That's a new one. I've just blown someone up. Excellent. Rotate that round to the front. And I think we're probably best putting a laser cannon there.
Quite an interesting choice.
Probably one on the front as well, to be completely honest with you. There we go. It's shooting away at me. That's not great. What I'm going to do is... Ah, damn it. I can't use manual shot, which is great because it fires like a big death ball at them. And that's a technical term as well. That's what it says in the manual, honestly. No, it fires a massive shot that generally takes things out relatively quick. So there we go. I've managed to just, well, destroy that part. Let's just rotate that round to the front. Actually, no, we'll put it back to the side just because we can keep firing. Now I'm going to put it on the front. There we are. And what on earth are them? Aliens by the look of it. And it looks
Captain,
like...
I suggest we speed things up.
Yeah, I know. What are they doing? They're sitting there, and I don't like the fact that they were sitting there. That didn't work out. Let's just place some more thrusters. I don't know if we're going to get light speed delivery. Just as long as I survive it,
Please
I'll be okay.
Fasten your seatbelt.
Here we go. Speed is up. It looks like we are just off express delivery and way off light speed delivery, so I don't think I'm going to get either of them. That's fine with me. I don't particularly care about that one. Can we rotate that around to get the back? No, I can't. Put them around the front then. So, more of these things at the front. I don't really know what they are, and I'm really quite worried that they might do something horrible. Either way, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing and put more guns on the place, I think. We'll probably put a laser cannon on the front, like so.
Quite an interesting
I like the
choice.
backgrounds. The backgrounds are a lot more varied than the previous game, I'm sure.
No such thing as
Let's
two
rotate that around that way
cannons.
because we want to see if we can destroy this. Come on. There we go. And we get some monies. Let's rotate that to the front. Because here comes the Tyrannid Swarm. Taking them out. Get a lot of hex nuts off them, that's for sure. And there we go. Right. So they're firing. Oh my good grief, there's a couple of them here, isn't there? Let's put a missile launcher in. Actually no, let's put a shield generator in there.
Wise choice.
I've also got an ion cannon, which I've not really used, so I'm going to shove one in.
Shield
Just see what we can do.
I feel
I
safer
can use
already.
manual shots, so I'm going to fire it there, and here we go. Yep, there you go. That's what it does. It just pretty much blows anything up whatever you hit. That is useful. So I've got my little ion cannon here, and what it does is it hits them, and then it can jump between different parts, and I think it can like disable them. Ion cannon was, I wouldn't call it useless in the previous game, but it wasn't that great, I must confess. Right, we're gonna get invaded from this side, so let's just
Construction
make
on
sure the
its
guns
way.
are facing the right way.
We
6
have
from the
more
front,
firepower.
2 from this side. We're not going to get any decent run, or rather we're not going to get any really fast run. Unless I can get another engine in. I can get another
At
space
your
thruster in.
command.
If I can get 2 space thrusters, I might be okay. Let's quickly rotate these
That
round.
should give us a good boost.
And they're just sort of sitting there. Oh, what was that? Oh! Okay. They've now grappled onto my ship. I do not know what that is, or how to defend against that. That's suboptimal. I hope it just stops eventually. It's currently eating away at the ship, I think. No, I can't sell it. I think has it just disabled it? Yep, there it goes. Let's bug it off. I don't know what it was doing, but either way, it was a bit naughty. Looks like we've got a boss or something coming this way. We are just going to make the express delivery by the look of it, which is all good. I'm going to put another missile launcher in here.
Wise choice. as
Oh, look at that.
always.
It's full of ions. Lots of ions. And a deflector. That's a deflector there, which I believe can destroy missiles before they get there. Let's see if it can destroy a big whole load of missiles. And nope, it certainly cannot. Excellent. This is good. Let's just rotate that gun round. It looks like we are really hammering that home. I want to activate a remote shield there and shield all of these parts. Still got one of them things on my front gun, which is not great. And put another space thruster
Wise
on
choice.
because I can. I don't think we need to because I think that was the
Please
last
fasten your
wave.
seatbelt.
It probably is the last wave. I think that'll be it. Yes, that's it. I think. Nice. So there we go. That was another successful run. Let's just put a
Wise choice.
repair system there because I can. So I got express
This will
delivery
help
and I
us if we
didn't
take some
lose any of the
hits.
cargo. In fact, none of the cargo got
Good
damaged at
job.
all. So that was a
100% of our
relatively
cargo
decent
survived.
run, that one.
I'm just as
Although to be
surprised as
fair,
you are.
I've never done that, so to get that far as well was is quite good. Right, let's just land and see what rewards we're going to get. Like I say, you've got like a persistent account. You can play on a single player, like not online. You can do a offline mode, which as far as I can tell is the same but doesn't have the player contracts, which is understandable. Let's unload, and there's that mission not complete because I have not yet got to my final destination, which is the SETI system. And this one, be careful, a very strong enemy is awaiting you on this run. Okay, so what we can do about that? Well, what I want to do is probably, I guess, just pretty much run. Well, I guess we're going to have to just run it. Here we go. I'm not going to take any other missions because I just want to take this cargo and we'll start. So this is a hard enemy. I have no idea what the hell it's going to be. Look at that nuclear star. Go green. Yeah, nuclear green. It's like sort of Homer Simpson at day at work, just holding nuclear rods and stuff from Mr. Burns. Right, let's go for a... good grief, that's things from the front. Let's go for a shield generator there, and then I want probably...
Shield ready.
I think just guns.
Construction
Just
start.
two guns, please. And then I want to go for a space thruster. The space thrusters as well, every time you place one, you gain additional
like
focus.
moving
So that's
fast.
always useful. There we go. So I'm up to 50 focus now, which means when they come in, I can use my manual shots. I've already aimed it here. So when they come in and stop, I can shoot. And if I get it right... Yes, I've taken their missile launcher out. And we'll do the same thing on this side. There you go. So now they are completely disarmed. I'm not really worried about getting shot. This is good. So we want a. I was going to say another space thruster, but not with these asteroids coming in that side. We don't. So I'm just shooting way at the front. Take them out. Can you not target that? You can't do manual targeting, as far as I can tell, which you couldn't do in the previous one. Although I think one of the cannons you could, but that was like a special option. Could be wrong about that one. Anyway, shield generator. Let's put in one there.
On its way.
So I'm still only on standard delivery.
Shield
we need 14 more
complete.
thrust for express, and for light speed delivery is 110. Each one of these space thrusters, I believe, gives me 100. Is 100 thrust, yeah, and you can see it actually says boosters. You can upgrade it and such, but that's you have to have like upgrade modules next to it. Let's just put a laser cannon in. We'll put one in. I think we're gonna have to put one in here.
Choice,
I genuinely think these asteroids will kick our ass if we don't. There we go. You can see the laser cannon does more damage, but you can't rotate it, so it has its strengths and weaknesses. We should be okay here. Yeah, and then we'll rotate that round and round. There we go. Oh my good grief, that's a lot of asteroids. Right, so more stuff coming from the back. I'm going to put another space thruster in here.
Wait to see how this helps
And
us.
this is going to be quite difficult actually, because I think I might even lose a space thruster. What I'll probably do is you activate here and then get myself some more shields at the back so they don't take my engines out, and just tank it. There we go, we're just tanking that off successfully. That's fine, no problem at all there. So we're going to make the express delivery. To make light speed, we need a little bit more thrust, which I could go for. I could probably get. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's push it here. Let's push it to the limit. Walking on the razor's edge.
Speed
Don't
is
look down, just
good.
keep your head. Watch Scarface or something. Right, manual shot. We will, I think, fire at that big asteroid. So fire. There we go, and that big asteroid then splits into smaller ones. Excellent. Right, that's all that getting taken out. So, getting attacked from the back here, we're going to put a laser cannon in the back, like so. Rotate these round. Oh my good grief, a lot of enemies. What, are they shooting at the asteroids? They are shooting the asteroids. That's some weird behaviour. Don't get me wrong, I like that behaviour because it's not shooting me. This is good. We'll have another shield generator in here on this side. Collect all of these, and then we will probably rotate these around the front. And then I think we'll get a missile launcher in probably there.
At your command.
And these are the same enemies that I saw earlier, so something that... Oh my good grief. Let me rotate that back up, actually. What I'll do, I'll just do a manual shot here, and as soon as they stop, just fire away. This one, same thing, and then there you go. So that one's taken out, but the other one wasn't taken out, and now it is. There we are. So, this is fine. Let's do a manual shot on this side. We'll put it over that one. So we've taken out one big one. Still another big one to go, but we're pretty much half health already. And then look at all these asteroids hitting the the ones that are on the other side. That's excellent. Let's go for another space thruster. It looks like we're going to get some asteroids hitting us. It's not too bad. And then I want another... Do I want more missile launchers? I don't know, because I don't know where the enemy is coming from. The reason I've put these engines in is because normally when you come against a big boss in this game, it's going to, it's going to circle me, which is going to be difficult because I think what will probably happen is that it will jam me. It'll put like a big anchor on me and I can't go any further. So we'll have to see what happens here. Let's just tool my ship up like so. And see what we can do. Rotate that round. Right, so I've got manual shot. It looks like it's going to be some sort of ion boat. But if it anchors me, I'm screwed. I'm going to miss my delivery.
Knock.
Yeah.
Space pizza
It's
delivery.
Brownbeard.
Please lower your
Oh,
defenses for
good
your
grief.
pizza.
This guy was in the previous game, and he was very, very annoying. So here he is, turning up with his garbage truck. And I'm going to do a manual shot once this is down to whack it on the side. And there you go. Look at that. He's anchored me, which is problematic. I'm going to use plasma cannon. And I'm going to use a zone strike to fire about there because we have to aim in front of it. And that's not bad. This one, we'll do a manual shot to fire about there. And there we go. Take another front bit off. This one, we'll do the same thing. And fire. There we go. I'm going to miss this delivery. I'm going to miss it. Or are we going to miss it? I might not miss it, depending on how we get. Depends on still another zone strike. Depends if we manage to blow him up and then beast forward. Look at the. Nah, I'm not gonna make it. I only have 500 thrust and just missed it. There you go. If I killed it just before it said 500, I'd be okay.
Captain.
Look at that. We need 80 odd thrust, and I don't have another space thruster. So if it wasn't for me being clamped like that, I would have actually made it on the lightspeed delivery. That was a relatively successful run. Well, it's very successful. None of the cargo is damaged. I've got there in one piece. Haven't spent a lot of resources, and done a express delivery. Just missed off the lightspeed. So you know what? I can't really complain at that. I wish I could increase the speed of these. You can't upgrade them like you used to in the previous game. You used to be able to spend some hex nuts and upgrade them, I think. Oh no, sorry. No, you used power systems. You didn't upgrade them with hex nuts. You used these models, these repair units. These are repair units now. Previously, they were called like reactors or something like that. And they supplied power. And the more power you got, the better your part would be.
Buck or the
Anyway,
client?
we've managed to make it to our destination. Slam home, and that should be a very good delivery. Very profitable. Unload all that. There you go.
A boomless and flawless job.
Boomless and flawless
Nice.
job. I like that.
I will recommend to my associates that we work with you again.
Excellent. Thank you very much. So there's all my extra pieces. There's all my little bonuses. This is my money for completing the job. I've got some experience, and I'll say thank you. So that is a couple of decent runs. Not bad at all. So I'm currently here. These are locked. I don't know whether it's because this is the... I don't know whether this is because it's like the preview build or whether you need to be higher level. I know there's certain parts, like if I go to the mechanic, there's like certain parts that require level 5. That's like a anti-missile system. There's other ones as well that like require high level. Either way, that is a little bit of Space Run Galaxy. I cannot wait to get hold of the full version of this. This is pretty much exactly what I wanted. It was pretty much the original game, but just more of it. The fact that it's got user-generated stuff in it, so they can put like different runs up and things like that. That's going to give it a lot more life than the previous one had. The other one, you can argue, was pretty much a one and done. You could complete it once and you call it a day. I like the gameplay, so I happily played it a couple of times, 3 times I think, to full completion, and several times of just messing around on it. But this has probably got a lot more legs in it, which is fantastic. Either way, links in the description so you can check it out yourself. I will be checking it out when it comes out, probably even doing a full series, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.